Hi, I'm Jessica Lahr, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com on January 23rd, 2019. We are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Sydney Rogers, Josh Durso, and Jim Sinicropi.
Here we are.
On a gloomy Wednesday, but you guys always make it bright.
Heat wave?
Yeah.
I haven't been
it feels
outside
like
in
a heat
hours.
wave.
It feels like one for sure.
Yes.
Is it nice
Everything's
out there?
melting.
It's not
Everything's
nice,
nicey.
but it's warm. It feels warm.
Feels warmer.
It's nice for January 23rd, I'd say.
Okay, that's good.
Well,
I know I have to go outside, so after this I'll go out
My
there.
freshman year of college, came back from Christmas break, and the first week back from Christmas break, it was 72 degrees one day.
Wow, that's
72.
amazing.
Yeah, everybody's
Never forget
outside playing in the yard or
The wet, nasty
wherever the
yard.
green areas. Yeah, but not today. But it is. It's a nice little break. Hopefully clear off some of the roads and the driveways a little bit before more snow and cold comes.
No.
Which we'll talk about at the end of the show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the suspense.
Well,
Let's
the
talk
weekend
about the last
Yeah.
snowstorm we got, because
It was a good one.
We were talking about it
was
last
good.
week. Josh, I think you said everyone's going to get 8 to 12 inches. I think you said that.
Yeah, I
you were
definitely
very
underplayed
sure,
it.
very confidently.
Yeah. I was confident in that, but I was clearly wrong, like
Well,
most every
area. Seneca Falls got a lot more than a lot of other areas because of the lake effect after the actual storm itself.
Yeah, I was surprised to see how much Seneca Falls got. I mean, Wayne County definitely got a lot, but I was like, okay, Seneca Falls might not have that much, and you guys had a lot. Like, I had to drive through Penn Yan and stuff on Friday, or I don't know when it was, and they had nothing. They got like nothing over the weekend.
Oh.
Like maybe
Penn
I
Yan?
don't know. Well, I went
They
through
had
Penn Yan to like Hammondsport area. That's where I drive. So I go along Cuca Lake, and there was not even any snow on the road or anything.
That was Friday?
No, I think it was
I was gonna say,
Monday?
that was before
Monday
the snow
night.
hit.
Monday
Okay.
night.
Yeah, Monday with Friday there was no snow anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I had to think.
Yeah. Friday, Monday.
Yeah.
The thing I don't get is, well, first of all, I like a good winter storm on the weekend. It's great.
Right.
But the weekdays winter storms are terrible.
Absolutely.
The worst
can't get
because
to
you got to do
work.
stuff and.
Yeah. Shovel to get out.
But the other part of it is like I did a lot this weekend. On Saturday, I was in Marcus Whitman when the snow started, and then drove home in the middle of a bunch of snow. Fine, just go a little slower.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, I got up, I came in here, nothing was shoveled anywhere. The parking lot, and I walked in, I got in,
Right. Yeah.
and I got home. I just think that it's not, people lose their minds sometimes, about like even the travel advisories, like no unnecessary travel. You can drive on that road, just take it slow.
Just go slow.
I think people like.
If you
I
have
like
the right
to definitely.
vehicle, though, if you have a slippery little car with
Yeah, that
with no
matters,
snow
too.
tires, because people turn into idiots. But
Right.
But they're like, get your bread and milk and all that now before, so you don't have to go out during the storm. Like, I can go to the grocery store from where I live.
Yes.
I could even go all the way to Geneva. I mean, I'm not going to get in an accident. I'm just going to drive a little slower, and it's going to be fine.
Right.
this is New
I
York
think.
people.
Right.
But I mean, the roads were really bad in Wayne County. Like they didn't even look like they were plowed.
Well, some of the country
yeah,
roads
my
get bad
street
because there's
yeah.
lots of snow drifts and stuff, so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
see that. But I don't know. I'm used to it by now. It's not that
Yeah.
big of a deal.
I think the weekend though, I just used it to my full advantage to just hibernate in the house and
Yeah,
not have
Right.
an excuse to not do anything.
When I finally got home Sunday, I was happy to just sit around. I made some sauce, watched some football. Went out occasionally to shovel, though. That's,
Yep.
I
Yes.
really got a full body workout a few times,
Right.
which is good. But yeah, and I also like it when it gets really that cold. I like it because it's like everything's so clean.
Ooh, I
Like
don't
when
like
it gets
it's
down to that cold,
Not when it's
everything
windy,
is.
though.
Yeah, I mean that was bitterly cold,
Hurts your
but
face.
so
Yeah.
to me that for whatever reason it just feels so clean and crisp.
It does.
I get where you're coming from, but me having a dog that doesn't go to the bathroom in our own yard and has to go
You have
for
to
a walk
walk.
every
Ah.
time, and she loves the snow. It was like torture. I
You
like.
just got to bundle up.
I did. I definitely bundled up, but that wind was so bad because I have like
Brutal.
no. It's all open field, so I was like, I'm just gonna fly away. I'm just gonna get taken away. My dog's gonna rip me off of the road, and then I'm just gonna go flying.
So
But it was fun.
what would you guys rate the winter storm out of 1 to 5 stars? 5 being the ultimate winter storm and 1 being a a storm that fizzled out and wasn't anything.
I would say that was pretty close to as much of a winter storm as I can remember in recent history.
What about that one where there was like Buffalo, and I feel like we got a lot too, but Buffalo got up to their shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah, Buffalo got like 7 feet of lake. That was lake effect snow. That was back in 2013, I want to say.
There was one in March.
Yes, it was a big one. I think a 5 would be a blizzard. This wasn't a 5.
I agree.
So then you decide between a 3 and a 4. And I would think I think I would be close to give it 4 stars because while we didn't get as much, we got a lot of snow, but not as much as you could get in a winter storm. Sometimes you get 3-4 feet in a winter storm over a course of 2, 3, 4 days.
Right.
So, but it had the bitter cold following it. So when the snow ended, bitter cold, lake effect for some people, I give it a 4. Winter Storm Harper.
Me too.
I think I'd go like a 3.
Same.
Honestly, a 3. Yeah, because it wasn't that bad. Like and I had seen. We went to the store, obviously in Rochester. We went to Wegmans a couple days before, and like the night before on Friday, all of the bread was gone.
Yeah,
there was no bread. All the bread was gone, and it's so insane how amped up people get about the prospect of just snow.
Yeah.
Like you can still. We wound up Sunday afternoon. We wound up going out to eat at a local pub, and it was just any other Sunday, except every place was a little less crowded, which was kind of nice, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see and I don't drive a big car either. I don't drive a big car like Jim does over there, so
You still made it safely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
because you're not an idiot, right? I mean, you really have to be an idiot to get yourself in trouble out there on the roads.
The thing that drives me crazy is there is a lot of drift. Or another
person's an idiot.
Yes, that's what it is. There's like a lot of drift at this one place on 14, and I'll be like going down the hill, and you see someone coming, and they're going too fast, and they hit the drift, and they start like coming into your lane. That's when I'm like, oh no, here we go.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think during Sunday you should have been getting on the throughway and driving to Buffalo. Or you shouldn't have been driving through a bunch of back roads,
Right.
But and as far as the bread in the grocery store goes, I don't care if people just want to stock up so they don't have to leave. I can get that. The storm's coming. Let's stay inside. It's going to be great. Build a fire.
We put a tent in our living room over the weekend, so we camped out.
That's
you
cute.
and TJ
and Liam and his sons. Yeah,
not just 2 adults camping in their living room.
Guys.
There was a point.
I left halfway through the night that I couldn't stand being on the floor. I'm like, I'm going to go in my bed. Yeah. Like, I have a bed right upstairs. I don't need to be in this tent right now. But I get the point of older people, too. People who can't get out, who can't travel. That
put a tent in their living room?
No. I'm switching back.
Okay.
Maybe they stock up or have someone go get them stuff. But it's ridiculous.
If you're elderly, and one
There's
slip of the fall could be, broken hip or something,
Yeah.
And I think people were so amped up because it was literally like the first real snowfall of our winter this season. I mean, big one. Really? So then it makes a big difference.
Well, I like this. Not like you're going to be, going out and doing outdoor, summer activities in the middle of January. So it might as well be a snowstorm. But you may never have to go grocery shopping again, right?
That's the goal. So we started using HelloFresh last week. Last week and into this week.
Yeah.
So meal delivery service, obviously pretty straightforward stuff. It's been in the news, not HelloFresh, but meal delivery services have been in the news locally because Real Eats in Geneva adding 400 new jobs over the next 5 years in their expansion.
That's right. That's right.
But I wanted to talk about it because I think it's interesting. It's like it's going away from whether you're doing a meal prep service like HelloFresh or Blue Apron or Real Eats. Mm-hmm. Or you're talking about like an Instacart solution where like your groceries are being delivered to you. Yeah. I see a scenario where in 5 or so years, I'll never have to go to the store again, and I won't be unhappy about that.
I wouldn't mind being able to go onto a website and choose things to get delivered to me. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't mind going grocery. If I'm making dinner, I don't mind going to the grocery store. I kind of like it because I know, like we've talked about before, if I know I'm making something, or sometimes I don't know what I'm making, but I figure it out while I'm there. I look at what's good and what looks good, and then they go, hey, you'll try this.
Don't go hungry.
So I don't mind going to the grocery store.
I will say this. My concern heading into the whole meal prep side of it was, will the meals actually be enough will I feel full after I'm
Right.
done eating this,
Yeah.
and will the
Enough food.
portions actually be right for what you're cooking?
What's
Yeah.
the verdict?
And it's lock solid.
Really?
Wow.
Like it's one, you are incredibly full when you finish eating. And
I'll be the judge of that.
and the second part of it is I was actually really impressed with how little stuff was actually left over when you're done, when you follow the instructions. The instructions are really simple. It's really straightforward stuff.
Do you doctor it yourself? Because I
I would.
know. I know I would
that's
too.
Why, that's one
Spices,
reason I'm
yeah.
hesitant
Well, so-
about doing
Right.
something like this.
The second night we did it,
Yeah.
or I did, I should say. But the first night, just to actually see what it was, I wanted to give it a true test to the
Right.
manual to see if it
Yes.
actually
Such a
worked.
Josh thing.
And
I love it.
It was like the control worked perfectly, like it was exactly
Good.
as advertised.
What was it? You got to tell us.
Yeah,
what,
tell
what
us
you
what you
ate.
ate.
It was this panko mozzarella breaded chicken with.
Wait, did you post a picture?
I feel like
Yeah, you
I
did.
might
You
have.
were-
It's on one of the socials. Myself or Connie
considered.
might
Yeah.
have. One of us
Yeah.
did.
Connie.
But yeah, it's interesting. I think that is. I especially think it's ideal. Ironically enough, I actually think this is pretty great for older people who might,
That's true.
trying to cook for two people
people.
is incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have the, we have the luxury of being able to go out to eat pretty much whenever we want to.
Right.
Not everybody can get out. Not everybody has transportation.
Right.
And the cost element of it.
That's
So
what I was
4
gonna ask
meals.
you.
4 meals for 1 week was approximately $55. I can't remember the last time
$55
Four
for 4
dinners.
meals.
for 4 meals
That is a
That's
really
great.
good deal. That for 2 people.
for 2 people.
That's $10. That's like $11 a meal.
Yeah, and I can't recall.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
$5.50
really-
per person.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more expensive.
Me too.
Wait,
So there,
for
and there's
4
different
meals
tiers and
each?
stuff. Like you can
Right.
amp it up to
Yeah.
4 person.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I saw that.
It's there's there's coupons out the wazoo, so that price fluctuates
I'm gonna
also
do
based
it.
on how many coupons you can acquire.
I'm totally gonna do it.
It's interesting though, and I was thinking about it. Even if it were upwards of say $80 or $85 a week, it would still, in my mind, the math would still work out.
Right,
Because
if it's 4 of your dinners.
I thought you
more
meant
than-
2
just from the
each.
waste alone that you don't have to deal with.
Right.
Because the waste alone is the part that drives me crazy. Is we'll make food and we'll be sitting on leftovers that we won't eat. We just
Right.
literally
Well, if
won't
I go
eat.
to the grocery store to make dinner for 2, I'm spending $50-$60 usually.
Right, there you go.
And if I'm
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to the yeah.
So 4 meals for you, 4 meals
you buy
for
things
Connie
you don't need,
for
maybe.
$55.
Right, they're 4 meals. They're
Oh.
what they are with you're preparing 1 meal.
Well, yeah,
You're
yeah.
preparing one
There's
dinner, but it's
time.
for 2 people.
Okay.
So what about the company in Geneva?
Never tried them.
But
I
that's
have to
different.
go-
They
That
send
is-
you the meal prepared. You stick it in boiling
Packaged,
water, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
a
went
little
there
more,
and saw how they prepared it when they first opened, and it seemed really cool. Again, I was worried about it looked like such small portions, and I think of how much my family eats.
Yes.
And so I never tried it. I had a coupon for that too, and I let it expire because I always was worried about the stuff going bad.
Right.
Portion
I didn't
control
make
is a good thing, though.
I know.
That's my biggest fault. When I try to lose weight, I usually just focus on portion control, and that usually is enough. I stay active and don't gorge myself every time I eat and snack in between meals. Then I usually do pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
to do
Well,
to
that
have
was
someone
gorging
who
season
goes
right now
to
for me.
Well,
yeah.
and the other side of it is that's a good option for the people who don't want to, who want
Do
the
the
space
preparing.
age option, which is just
Yeah.
literally nuke it and you're done kind of thing.
Right,
Whereas
right.
this
That's
is
what
if
all
you're
of them
really
were.
into cooking, or if you want to be into cooking but you don't really feel like you have all your skills. This is like the Blue Apron or HelloFresh option.
What's the
Little
difference
training.
between the two? Do you know?
it's
they're
like
just-
training.
they're just
It teaches
competing
you to cook
companies.
a
Yeah.
little bit,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they actually give you these really pretty significant 8x11 cards with
I've noticed that.
intense graphics of exactly how to carry
Oh,
out
good.
every single step. So even if you can't
They
read,
make it dummy proof.
you
Just
can
follow the
look.
pictures.
Cooking for dummies. Perfect.
Yeah, that would be the biggest difference with Real Eats is theirs is all packaged and already made, and HelloFresh is you actually have to prepare it.
Oh, okay.
Which honestly, to
definitely
me,
would
I
try
think
it.
might be something that would be even more appealing because one of the if there is a drawback to the HelloFresh thing is it isn't quite as simple or time free
Right.
as they make it sound in the commercials and in the ads for
Yeah.
it because it is you're still investing 30 to
30
45
minutes,
minutes
right? Yeah, that's
at
what I
least
used at the
Right.
to make the meal.
Yeah.
But I think if I was getting ingredients by the mail, that I would rather prepare it myself than just like
Have it packed.
Oh, yeah.
that. If it's ready to go, that's one step away from a TV dinner almost.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
true.
if you like TV dinners,
I just thought how I was hungry, and I was like, what do I want to eat? TV dinner.
TV dinner. Oof.
Hey, I can't knock them. I've had them before, and I'm a very easy person to please.
I have not had a TV dinner since I was probably...
Well, yeah, I think it's
2,000
been quite a
milligrams
while.
of sodium in one serving.
Right, I can't even think of the last time.
Hungry
I was
man.
a child, for sure.
Yeah.
well, we better get to our photos and
I
stuff.
know.
We're almost out of time.
All right, yeah, we've been...
Always talking about food.
I know, always. All right, let's jump into our photos from the past week here in the Finger Lakes. The first one, it was an icy cold day along the shores of Lake Ontario, and this shot captured by Chris Trine.
Beautiful.
Oh my
Seen
gosh.
that before, yeah.
Way to start it off.
So gorgeous.
Looks freezing.
Burr.
They're all going to be cold ones.
After the storm passed the Finger Lake, through the Finger Lakes, blustery, hazy sun was left behind. Photo by Rachel Burkholder. Beautiful.
Love it.
Looking at some indoor plants made us think about spring. This photo by Tom Shinzing.
Kind of, but then you see the snow in the back, and it
Right.
makes it sad.
Geraniums up
kidding.
against snow. There's
Yeah.
something you didn't expect to see. January.
Storm clouds were crossing the sky, which blocked the solar eclipse on Sunday. This photo was shared by Marsha.
The lunar eclipse, right? Wasn't it a lunar eclipse?
Yes, a lunar eclipse, I
Oh.
suppose.
So I thought it was called like the wolf moon or something.
Yeah.
It still
I
looks
did
like
too.
Halloween.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
Thank
I
you.
got up for yoga Monday morning, and the moon was so big and bright still, and it was like 6:45. It was.
The moon was huge last night.
Was
I don't
it?
know if
didn't
anyone
look.
noticed, but
It was
It's
beautiful.
January. The moon's doing big things.
Love it. All right. If not for the sailboats, it would be hard to tell. This was Honeyway Lake. Photo by Scott
Wow.
Rowe.
Ice
that's
sailing.
a cool
Oh
picture.
my gosh.
There's a
Really?
lake
Is that
out
a
there.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
that's
their blades
cool.
on there.
Ugh,
Those things get moving too, I guess.
that's scary.
That's
Be careful.
Cool. Wow. Very cool. Things were getting dark along Lake Ontario right before the winter storm began. This shot captured by Jennifer Evans.
Not kidding. I
Ooh,
feel
look at that
colder looking at
sky.
all these photos. That's
Looks
cool.
like the Arctic
cool.
shelf.
Yeah,
Just looks straight. just like-
Right.
can walk across it.
Cool. Very cool. Just because it's snowing doesn't mean this red-bellied woodpecker was going to take the day
Aw.
off. A photo
no,
by
he's got work
Shelley
to do.
Lannon.
He's a busy woodpecker.
So cute.
So cute. Oh my gosh. All right, this shot by Dwayne Evans captured a fox peering back across the waters of Lake Ontario. Oh.
Such a sucker for these photos.
To see a fox
animals.
just out in the open like that,
I know,
too.
it's so cute.
I always see him
bushy
scurrying off
trail.
into
You know, the thing
brush,
is though,
but-
if you saw really up close, go check this out on our website because the look that he's given the camera,
Scary?
he's mean.
I don't care. I would make him
Probably
love
cold.
me.
It's like-
Oh, no.
Get off the ice.
Oh. All right. Apparently, this branch was enough to ride out the weekend storm for this tufted titmouse. Photo shared to us by Shelley Lannon.
Yeah, that's a
So
nice-
cute.
That's a nice tufted titmouse.
Yeah. You would think it would be a bird, but
He is
it's
just-
called a mouse.
He is just sitting right there on that branch, just thinking to himself, "I'm good. I don't need anything else.
That's what he's thinking?
I'm good.
Branch. That's all I need."
Kathy McLaughlin captured this snowy scene in Auburn over the weekend before the heavy snow began.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So
Fur.
beautiful. Travis J. Smith captured this evening shot as the heavy snow began to fall Saturday night.
I like that.
That's
Where's
cool.
That? Where is that?
It doesn't tell me.
That one I believe is in Canandaigua.
Oh.
That's a cool shot. I like that.
Yes, love it. Shelley Lannon captured a familiar barn in Ontario County during the peak of the storm.
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She needs to get inside.
Yes.
Burr.
For
It's a
Shelley.
long walk to that barn, though.
No, thank you.
Canandaigua Lake didn't look very appealing in this shot, in which winter sucked the life out of one of those most beautiful lakes in the region.
But
Photo
like,
by
that is
Ted
clean.
Sweet
That is a
pictures.
clean.
Lettuce.
It's too cold for germs and bacteria.
Germ-free,
That is
that's-
super clean.
That is a very
Fresh.
sterile environment.
Yeah. That's what I like about it.
That's what I like about it, he says. All right.
There's no slush or gray, gritty slush.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yet.
Right.
Yeah.
A little snow and fog combined to make this a truly interesting scene. A photo by Joanne Long.
Oh, I like
man.
that cardinal, yeah.
It's so cool.
So cute.
That's a cardinal?
Yes, that is a female cardinal.
Wow. So they don't get to be cool and red
Only
like the
males do. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Learning so much about birds.
Becca Marie captured this fun shot in Canandaigua as the snow fell. Ooh.
I don't know if it's a fun shot, but it's a pretty impressive
It's
shot.
eerie.
We have got a mix
Island?
up.
That's
We have
Squaw
got a
Island.
mix up of captions, I believe.
Is that what
I
happened?
think that's what's happening here.
No, that one's Squaw Island, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
don't
one's
have
the
that
that
in
one
here.
is the caption that goes with the fog and the mist.
Who took it? It's just so we get that right.
That was my last cap. I don't know.
Good job, guys.
That was
Joanne.
Oh, Joanne Long.
Joanne Long.
Yeah.
took this
So
one.
I wondered why the bird
the two were flipped.
caption was a little.
And then this is
This
the fun
is
Oh,
the-
thing.
this
that
is
is
by
the-
Becca.
Oh,
That
that's
is
a
little more
cool.
fun,
Sorry,
but-
Yeah.
sorry, ladies.
That's all right.
And that one's by Becca
So
Marie.
I don't.
Yes.
So we don't know who the little birdie cardinal shot was from. Then was that Shelley Lannon?
I think so. Yeah, that
I'm
cardinal.
not sure off
we
the
don't
top of
know.
my head.
I think
We'd
I
have to
bet
go
it
back
was.
through the archives and see.
Good.
What's everybody's favorite?
That last one.
The fox.
Ooh, really?
The fog or the fun one?
The fun one.
The very last one by Becca Marie.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I'm
one was
going
cool.
with the fog.
Okay.
I'm going with the fox. Duh.
Oh, jeez. Now you pick mine. I like the tufted titmouse, but I guess I gotta choose among yours. And so if I have to choose among yours, I'm not going with the fox. So
Wow.
no,
Rude.
I'm gonna go with this one.
That wasn't.
Oh.
Was that one of them?
That
Yes.
was
Yeah, that was
the one
mine.
by
That was
Joanne.
mine. Yeah.
Joanne
Oh,
Long.
that one was really cool. Eerie.
Congratulations.
Couldn't you
that's
see a
what I
That's
horror
like Game of
movie?
Thrones right there.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know. I've
When
never
is that
watched
coming
it.
out?
April.
Oh my gosh, April.
Never watched
Can't
it.
wait. Oh, do it.
Sorry.
All right, thank you so much for sending your photos in. If you'd like to share your local photos from across the region, click the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage here at fingerlakes1.com. Let's jump into upcoming weather. Jim,
Oh, boy.
what do you have for us?
Well, right after this thaw ends, tomorrow we're getting more snow. Temperature's going to drop. Going to be really windy all through the weekend. But pretty, there won't be many snow events unless you get lake effect. So Friday, partly sunny, high near 22. Overnight low down to 8. Saturday, partly sunny, high near 18. Low down to 8. Sunday, 40% chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, high near 28. Then heading back to work, we're looking at a high of 26. So it's not going to get warmer, but it's not going to be. I mean, it is going to get cold at night. I mean, that's cold. That's winter cold coming up. But the next few days, it's going to be super windy Thursday, Friday.
No, I hate that.
I know, I
Well,
do
it
too.
is.
It hurts your face.
Nothing we can do about it.
Oh.
And we do have a few events this week, right?
Yes,
One that
we
I
do.
think I put. You should go to this one.
I know, I should. I should take Connie with me. It's the 11th annual bridal show at the Inn at Glenora Wine Cellars. It's Sunday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Inn at Glenora Wine Cellars. Enjoy complimentary sparkling wine and hors d'oeuvres, a strolling bridal fashion show, and a plethora of fantastic vendors from florists and cake vendors to photographers and DJs. Admission is free to the public, and couples are encouraged to pre-register at glenora.com. There's also the Antiques Club of the Finger Lakes is hosting a roundtable at the Geneva History Museum on South Main Street in Geneva. It's on Saturday at 2 o'clock, and the admission is free. You can check out the Canandaigua Winter's Farmers Market on Saturday from 10 to 11. That would be very cold, so be bundled up. And they will be showing Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory at the Smith Opera House in Geneva. And that is Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m.
Fun.
Sweet.
So that is a bunch of different little things that are going on. But
Go do it,
Yeah.
people.
Fun.
a
Good.
bridal show. I've
Yeah, are you
never
gonna
been
go?
to one. I wanted to go to the Sinclair one, but it was this most recent weekend.
This
when
one
it was
sounds like there's
freezing.
a lot of free perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go for the sparkling wine and hors d'oeuvres and be perfectly fine.
I've been to this one. It was a long
have?
time ago, but yeah, probably
Maybe
10
I'll
years
have to
ago.
go. I actually
Yeah.
have a low-key weekend.
Do it. They're
Yeah.
fun. Have a little bubbly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All right, great. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Sports weekend.
What do we have going on in sports right now?
Syracuse hosts Miami Thursday night, 8 o'clock, ESPN Plus for all you cord cutters out there. Everybody's going to have to stream it. And then Saturday, they're at Virginia Tech to face the dirty, dirty Virginia Tech Hokies at 8 o'clock. That's on ESPN. Cornell basketball is at Columbia Saturday at 7 o'clock. You can stream that on ESPN Plus. The PGA Tour is at the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines. Great tournament. Tiger Woods is in the field for the first time in the
That's
2019
somewhere warm?
calendar year. It'll be warm there, yeah.
That's good.
It's in California.
Oh, beautiful.
Finger Lakes 1 will be in Ovid Thursday night. It's Red Jacket versus South Seneca. It's a rematch of last year's Class C3 or C2 title game, girls game. Red Jacket, Sarah Van Aken just scored her 1,000th point last week.
Awesome.
South Seneca, the dominant juggernaut of the Finger Lakes West over the last 3-4 years. That'll be a good one. Dave Barnick will call that. I'll be on color. But a really good girls basketball game. I'm excited for it. Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. And then Sunday morning, I'm going to have 4 students from Gananda here in studio with me. They couldn't make it last week because of the snow. It's going to be from the boys team, Jason Castrocini and Andrew Gabbard, and from the girls team, Peyton Daffler and Emma Drake. We're going to have a grand old time in here on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. talking about Gananda Blue Panther basketball. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but the teams that are going to play in the Super Bowl are now been decided.
Wow.
The New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams.
Woo.
And that'll be next Sunday at 6:30. And you guys rooting for either team?
I'm not rooting for the team that shouldn't be there, that's for sure.
Oh, you can't
Just saying.
deny that the
He said it.
Patriots are good.
They are good. That's
They
not
do
what
what
I'm
they
talking
do.
about.
Are you talking
I'm
about
talking about the Rams
Oh, I thought
ripping
wow, I'm
off,
surprised.
and the refs absolutely
Okay.
ripping off the Saints.
Oh.
It should be Brady versus Breeze. It really should be, because that would...
They were both really good games, actually.
They
to
were,
watch.
but I agree that it's stupid that because all you hear about now in media is like Tom Brady's the best of all time and his legacy's this and he played in this many Super Bowls. Well, Drew Brees the last 2 years got ripped off at 2 Super Bowls. One because his defense can't stop a 70-yard pass play in the last play of the game. It has nothing to do with him and his ability as a quarterback. And then this other time because the refs missed a blatant pass interference call where if they called that, the Saints would have had a 98% chance of winning at that point.
Yep.
I thought for real you were talking about the Patriots because that's a lot
No,
of
I'm
people
not listening.
do.
Brady got
I
a
am-
bunch of calls too.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say,
called
that's what I
roughing the
thought you meant.
passer when no, he wasn't roughed at all.
He was
I'm
just
not
like
a-
tapped.
Yeah, typical.
But that's what I thought you were talking about because that's all I've seen lately because that was the second game.
None of those
It
teams
is-
deserve to be in there. It should be the New York Jets against the Oakland Raiders.
Wow.
Why not?
Might as well throw in the
not?
Browns and the 49ers and
Yeah,
call
that
it a
would-
day. That would have been a good one.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. Yeah, but either way, I'll be watching so we can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll all be watching. We'll probably talk about next Wednesday all about the Super Bowl and maybe some Super Bowl party tips.
I was going to
Yes.
say we should
I was
come
gonna
up
say
with
yes.
like a Super Bowl party food item that we always
Oh,
bring.
bring
or
me
something.
some dip. I'll go with any dips on the Super Bowl. They're the easiest, most yummy
Yes.
things to have. Hors d'oeuvres, dips.
Lots of snacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good show.
Thank you.
Are we up for time?
Yeah,
We are.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoy the show, click like, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel. We'll be back next week. Until then, have a great weekend in the Finger Lakes. Bye.
Perfect.
I'm like, weekend.